You have just unlocked the door to the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound and of sight. You are moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of offense and defense. You have just crossed over into the Irish Bill Sports Zone.
Welcome to Bennett C. Russell Stadium for an Irish Bill Sports broadcast of Navarre Raider football. Here's your host and the voice of Raider Nation, Irish Bill. And here come the Raiders.
Welcome to Bennett C. Russell Stadium for the home opener of the Navarre Raiders as they host the Choctaw Indians. This will be the 17th matchup between these two teams. And here's a little history for you, Bob. They started first this series back in 2000. Choctaw won the first two games, 44-19 in 2000, 16-6 in 2005.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Check.
Check, check.
Yeah.
There we go.
We're back.
There we go. Well, I never left. But anyways, we'll go back 2005. It was 16-6 Choctaw over Navarre. 2006, Navarre got their first victory against the Indians, 21-14. 2007, 26-24 victory for the Raiders. 2008, the widest margin of victory in this series. Choctaw wins 55-0. 2011, one of the most exciting games in this series. Choctaw 50, Navarre 47, as the Raiders came back from 23 down in the fourth quarter, and they lose late 50-47. In 2012, Navarre 21, Choctaw 17. 2013, Navarre 35, Choctaw 28. That was the game that saw a big game from one Jordan Leggett, and he sealed the deal with a 50-yard touchdown scamper late in that ball game. Choctaw came back and won the important one of the two that year in the playoffs, 28-21. 2014, it was Choctaw 25, Navarre 15. Also in the playoffs in 2014, Choctaw knocks the Raiders out in back-to-back seasons. This one 35-14. The Raiders have won the last five, and this was one of my favorite ones in 2015 when my son Brady Hamill kicked a game-winning field goal in the last minute of the game for a 16-14 win. 2016, the Raiders 34-21. 2017, Navarre 41, Choctaw 24. 2018, Navarre 53, Choctaw 7. And last time they played was in 2020, the COVID year. The Raiders won 50-21. So the Raiders have put up 50 points the last two games against Choctaw. But these are different teams, Bob.
Most definitely, yep. Different seasons, different years. Choctaw won a big one last week against defending 5A state champions, while
31-7.
Navarre struggled on the road against Catholic. It's nice to be home and the friendly confines. Heard practice this week were crisp, were focused. A few changes. Coaches looked at game film and tried to make some changes to the offensive line, defensive line, etc. Try to improve the Raiders, and you do what you got to do.
We did get some good information that Roman Marshall, the starting quarterback for the Raiders last week, was banged up with an ankle sprain, but he is back. He is ready to go. So we'll see him back in the starting lineup tonight for Navarre. They're going to do some changes. They're going to move the big guy, as I like to call him. He goes from the D-line. He's now officially a big Bubba. Jakari Thomas will be moving. The Raiders will be running a 6 offensive lineman set tonight. So changing things up a little bit. And Jared Hola will be taking over the center spot tonight for the Raiders on offense. Raiders come in 0-1 after that 33-0 setback to Catholic last Friday night. Coach Bagley looking for his first win as a Raider head coach, and why not at home?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the Raiders didn't do themselves any favors with high snaps and fumbles and the like, interception. It gave Catholic a short field.
8 times.
Yeah.
Luckily, the score wasn't 50-0.
Yeah, there was a silver lining in that, and we held the talented running backs to less than 30 yards net. I understand.
Well, I want to thank our family, as we call them out there, our listening audience, our viewing audience. Yes, I did change up the scoreboard. Hopefully, it looks a lot better on the screen this week than it did last week. That's a new feature that we have here on the broadcast this year. Deborah checking in. Trickadom says, will you be showing the fireworks? I didn't know they were doing fireworks this year. We haven't done fireworks in the past. If they have them, we'll show them. And then Coach Chris Torres checking in, says, let's go. And good friend of mine. Good to hear from you, Chris. And he's doing a lot of great things over in Fort Walton Beach. And
I lost my voice again. No, it's back.
Your voice has always been there.
My wife reminds me. Beautiful night for football, Bill Hamill.
We got James and Shelby Pritchett checking in, says, let's go Vinny Villanova. And Cooper Black, number 3, number 21. And let's run up some of our commercials so you can hear from these people that allow us to do the games. And we got a new one this week.
Sometimes all you need to change your life is a sign. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best. Marty! You're dead weight! Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus. Let's go Sports Bar!
One of our new sponsors, Buffalo Wild Wings this year. Thank them. We finally got the commercial up and running. And let's go hear back from Culver's.
To everyone who loves Culver's, the feeling is mutual. I'm Nicole from Culver's of Cross Plains, Wisconsin. And when I'm serving you a Butterburger, I'm just as happy as you are. I almost get giddy when I hear the sizzle of our fresh beef on the grill. Seeing that smile that comes from a meal made just right, some call it magic, but I like to call it love at first bite. Stop in for a cook-to-order Butterburger and let us make Culver's your happy place.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Navarre Fitness is where old school meets new. Whether you're into free weights or the latest and greatest weightlifting equipment, they will meet your needs. They have cardio machines as well if you want to get your sweat on. Whatever direction you decide to go, trainers Clay Horton, Brick Grubbs, Andrew Coase, and Stephanie Hunt will be there to assist you along the way. So what are you waiting for? Oh yeah, how do I join? Just go to navarrefitness.net and check out our rates or call us at 850-816-5434. You can even stop by our location at 8700B Navarre Parkway in Navarre. You can also visit our sister gym, Midway Fitness, at 5660 Gulf Breeze Parkway, Unit 1. Both facilities are open 24/7. We are the place to go to get you started on the road to a better you. University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. A buying, building, or refinancing a dream home is in your future. You need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes, Stacy Wright, and Sheila Billingham are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or refinancing experiences smooth. So University Lending at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call us at 850-396-0322.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
The Hustle isn't named after anyone. Not after a designer, definitely not after a mythological god. It's not about stripes or ranking or status. The Hustle is real. The Hustle is about you. So keep in mind when you're repping and rocking Hustle Hard USA streetwear, You can tell all the onlookers that this mark, this brand represents your hustle, your grind. You put in that time, that sweat, that pain. Now it's up to you to show them all what you got. Win or lose, the hustle is real. Go to www.hustlehardusa.com, and I can guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
Welcome back to Bennett C. Russell Stadium for Navarre Raiders hosting the Choctaw Indians tonight, the 17th meeting between these two teams. And looks like it's going to turn out to be a pretty nice night, Bob.
Most definitely.
Because you know where we're at, right?
Where are we, Bill?
When this old world starts getting me down and people are just too much for me to face, I climb way up to the top of the stairs and all my cares just drift right into space. On the roof is peaceful as can be, and there the world below can bother.
And plus, it's the best seat in the house, Bob.
Oh, man. You can see everything here. We don't have any
Banners
ornamental things in the way.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. We can actually sit down and do the game. And us old guys need to sit down every once in a while, most of the time. Anyways, Choctaw wearing their green pants, white jerseys with green numbers, black helmet with the Choctaw spear on the side, I believe.
Yep.
And the Raiders will be wearing their all black uniforms tonight. If I saw that in warm-ups, they're currently in the locker room right now. They'll be coming out here shortly. Choctaw still getting their green on here early on, and still warming up here in the north end zone. And they've been warming up a new quarterback. That is Carter Morocco as their starter last week. Zabekis is out this week.
17?
Number 3 is their starting quarterback last week. He got hurt, got a little banged up. So it looks like number 17 is going to check in there. That would be Carter Morocco. He's a sophomore running back. Is listed.
The starting quarterback broke his collarbone, Bill.
Yeah. So he might be out a while. But the PA's going off below us, not as loud. I think they moved the speakers down below us, so we don't have that loudspeaker to our right now, Bob.
We don't have 2 loudspeakers here.
Now we just got 2 loud broadcasters.
Just 2 loud broadcasters.
Well, we got a lot of games going on tonight. There was 6 games that went on last night. Let me get those games from last night. Lighthouse lost their first game of the season, 23-22 to Jefferson County, a long trip for them over there. Picola gets their first win since the 22 season, 16-7 over Milton.
Pensacola High.
Bluntstown with a 3 overtime victory over Rutherford, 27-21. Jay all over Freeport, 34-6. Jay moved to 2-0.
Oh, who'd they beat?
They beat Freeport, 34-6. And then Seminole County, Georgia went to Sneads, and they handled the Pirates 38-14. Arr!
They sure did.
And Providence School traveled over to Tallahassee and took out St. John Paul II, 35-18.
So they beat John Paul.
Yes, they did. Other games going on tonight. Escambia at Niceville, Pace at Catholic, Mosley at Bay, Choctaw here at Navarre tonight, Tate at Gulf Breeze, Walton at Crestview, South Walton at Fort Walton Beach, Daphne at Pine Forest, West Florida at Booker T. Washington, Lincoln at Madison County. That's going to be one heck of a game. Eastside at Rickards, Leon at Godby, Florida High at Thomas Central Catholic in Georgia, North Bay Haven at North Florida Christian, Wakulla at Taylor County, McClay at Brookwood, Georgia, Arnold at Hamilton County, Childs at Pelham, Destin at Baker, Northview at Opp, Alabama, Holmes County at Port St. Joe, Gaston County travels up to Niceville to take on McCallie, Central at Uriah. In fact, Brian Lester is up covering that game. A bit of history tonight as Central plays their first game. He'll be up there. Chipley at Linden, Alabama. FAMU at Cottondale. Mariana at Liberty County. Somebody, we've already talked about that one. Bozeman at Vernon and Brantford at Weewaw. Those are your games tonight on this 30th day of August already, Bob. Week 2.
September.
Knocking on the door.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Is this what they're doing?
The Raider band, Bill, looks like they're going to do the national anthem on the field. Cool.
Nice. Is this what they're doing?
Cool.
Not that one.
And they're in their cool uniforms, their shorts.
Coolio uniforms. But you're hearing the background music going on here at Navarre High as we get ready for kickoff. We're about 13 minutes away from kickoff here at Navarre High between Choctaw and Navarre. Irish Bill with Seminole Bob. Raider Riley on the camera once again this week as he keeps getting taller. And you've grown since last week. But he does fine work for us, doing the video for all of our games when he can make them too. I got some Choctaw fans checking in. Joe Pate, Ken Gooch, Kick him 19 said go Big Green 17, number 50. And Joe Pate is actually Bryce Moore says go Raiders. And we welcome you all to the broadcast tonight here at Bennett C. Russell Stadium, the Navarre Raider
marching band. Don't put it on your iPad. Don't put it on your phone, because with YouTube, you could put it, if you're home and can't make it out, you can put it on the big screen TV.
Put it on the big screen.
Man.
We've reached big time, Bob.
Well, we want people to view and listen to us.
Coach Brady Hamill checking in.
Coach Brady Hamill.
From Pensacola, Pine Forest hosting Daphne tonight. That should be a good game.
Yep.
Thanks, Brady, for checking in. Navarre alum.
Kicked the winning field goal, you said.
Yeah, we had a little bit of history tonight in the Choctaw rivalry. Brady's only high school game-winning kick was against Choctaw in the south end zone.
How far?
27 yards.
You don't forget that, do you?
No.
That would be young Mr. Hamill.
Mike Martino was on the call with me that night, and it was funny because the year before, actually it was either that year or the year after, is when his daughter Tori scored the game-winning goal over in Tallahassee against Leon, and we were on the call on that one. We just went bananas. In fact, if we get a chance, I may bring that up. Maybe not. Maybe not one of these days. But we just go crazy, and it's not what any professional. But I never claimed to be professional, Bob. Just with my words.
Yep.
But we had a great time that night. It was a little bit cooler that night too. It was like 35 degrees, and we were up on top of the press box at Leon High School.
What time of year was it?
January.
Oh, yeah, the soccer game.
Soccer game. He said Badgers will be on the big screen at home tonight.
Who?
They take precedence. The Wisconsin Badgers take precedence in the Hamill household tonight. The alum, Brenda Kay, gets, on Friday night she gets control of the TV because she's usually the only one home.
She get to watch a former Raider.
She will. Terrence Marshall may get some kickoff returns because I think Wisconsin's going to score a lot tonight. So he may be out there for quite a few kick returns. Then we got the national anthem. We're going to turn off our mic. Turn on the field mic.
Bringing our colors to the field tonight. On left rifle, Cadet Chief Petty Officer Darren Anderson. With the American flag and commanding the detail, Cadet Petty Officer First Class Gracie Davis. With the Navy flag, Cadet Lieutenant Seth Mannion. And on right rifle, Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Burke Sayer.
Another fine rendition of our national anthem, Robert.
Most certainly. Most certainly.
Want to give some other shout-outs tonight. Our Jamila Miller checking in from Roswell, New Mexico. Go
wow.
Jordan Garner, number 6. My good friend Todd checking in from Sweden once again. He said the Sooners are up big, so he's checking in on our broadcast. Thanks, Todd. All the way from Sweden, 7-hour time difference. So it is already, you're looking at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Kickoff time.
Another Navarre Raider in that game. Temple.
Temple, that's right. Dante Wright playing for the Temple Owls. He's a graduate student at Temple. And we're waiting for the color guard to leave the field, and then we'll be just moments away from football. The Raiders lined up in the south end zone. Choctaw's cheerleaders will be forming probably a path to the field for their favorite team, the Indians.
Yep.
Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Paul Villanova on the PA once again.
Tonight, the Raiders take on the Choctaw Indians for 4-1.
White hat tonight, an old friend, Mike Parks. Mike reffed a game last week that saw a very unfortunate incident where one of the teams refused to shake hands in the coin toss. And, you know, sportsmanship is also carried out by the officials. He sent those 3 captains to the sidelines.
Good for him.
Well, he should. And so
Sarah Burks.
What I'm trying to say is good on him.
Sarah Burks checking in, says go Big Green. Deborah Broxton, one of our biggest fans out there. But all of our fans are big to us.
Mm-hmm. One of our biggest Alabama fans. One of our biggest female Alabama fans.
You can say that because you know I don't say anything about that team.
Roll Tide?
Nope. Unless it's the playoffs. Ching, ching.
I still can't get over their new coach who came over from University of Washington. He, you want to put your own flavor to the team. So he, Coach Saban's old office, He said it looked like my grandmother's house. So he totally refreshed it, so to speak. Still kept, of course, all the trophies and all, but.
So we got the new scoreboard feature. It's working good so far. I like that. I want to thank KeepTheScore.com for bringing that to me this year.
Captains for tonight's contest for the Choctaw Indians.
Hopefully it looks good
Number 15,
out there on the big screen.
Number 2,
yep.
Tristan Jackson.
Well, you know what? Money walks, and you know it. It talks, and you know it walks.
The offensive captain, senior number 71.
Your captains tonight for the Raiders.
Defensive captain, senior number 97.
Number 3, Vinny Villanova. Number 71, Jacob Walsh. Number 97, Easy Gasca. And number 25, Andre Spence. Your captains for Choctaw, number 2, Tristan Jackson, and number 15, Aaron Rowell. R-O-W-E-L, Rowell? Lowell, okay.
We met some of our Raider captains, interviewed them at Buffalo Wild Wings, Easy, Vinny Villanova.
Ursula and Mike Householder checking in already early. Thanks, guys. Buckeye Mike. The coin toss is going on at the middle of the field right now at the 50-yard line. Early on, Crestview 7, Walton 6. Getting that update from the GOAT.
Navarre's won the toss, deferred.
Niceville 7, Escambia 0 early on. And I get to play the home one tonight, Bob.
I know you do, Bill.
You may have heard it earlier. We got a lot of new commercials up this year. A couple of new sponsors this year with Hustle Hard USA and Navarre Fitness and Buffalo Wild Wings. Raiders will be coming out of the south end zone as they always do prior to kickoff. Choctaw brings their banner. It's lined up on the goalpost to the north of us, to our left. Brian Lester not here tonight. And here we go.
Welcome to Bennett C. Russell Stadium for an Irish Bill Sports broadcast of Navarre Raider football. Here's your host and the voice of Raider Nation, Irish Bill. And here come the Raiders.
New feature going on. They got fireworks going on over on the baseball field. There we go. Kicks off another home season for the Navarre Raiders here in 2024, and I love it. There they go, still going off on the visitor side, behind the visitors portion of the stadium. The band.
That Gulf Breeze Tate game, Bill, are they in the same district anymore?
No. Different classification.
Because I was wondering why, if it was a district, because last year they were.
Yes.
And I was wondering how come they played so early in the season.
Well, they last year they were in our district.
Right.
But this year, Gulf Breeze drops down to 5A, I believe. And they're in a district with Mosley and Niceville.
Whoa.
Yeah. Thank you. Very little.
Florida High School Activity Association.
Navarre will be kicking off from the north end zone. Choctaw back deep to the south, to our right. Irish Bill, Seminole Bob, Raider Riley on the camera. Sit back and enjoy the show for the next 2.5 to 3 hours here on IrishBillSports.com. Irish Bill Sports Live, 944 on YouTube. And hopefully you'll enjoy the broadcast as we're about ready to get underway here at Bennett C. Russell Stadium.
Last week against Catholic, they tried an onside kick, Bill Hamill.
Jack Meyer getting ready to do the opening kick and pay respects to the toe on leather. Number 13. It's a directional kick. It's going to bounce and gets by the defender. It's going to go. It's returnable back to the 5-yard line. Good pressure, good pursuit. Good block over there as he reverses field. And he's going to get back out to the 28-yard line. About an 18-yard return. And there's a hat down at about the 11-yard line, Bob.
He may have stepped out of bounds. That's usually what happens.
Somebody's hat, something's down there at about the 11-yard line on the visitor side. Choctaw's going to take over 1st and 10 from their 30. We're just underway here at the Bennett C. Russell Stadium.
Must be a towel or something. He gained 18 yards. He ran 40.
Carter Morocco in at quarterback for Choctaw, number 17. Vaughn Keller in the backfield. Big game in Vaughn's first game last week, 243 yards on 28 carries. And he's going to get about a gain of 3 here on first down, 2nd and 7 for the Indians. Easy Gaskell on the tackle. Thank you, Paul. Second and, yeah, they're going to give him 4 yards, make it 2nd and 6. Carter Morocco at quarterback for the Indians. Their starter, Taman Zabekis, out last week with an injury. It's going to be a quick hitter to the near sideline. It's going to be about a 3-yard gain, maybe give him 4. On the reception over there, it's going to be looks about a 4-yard gain.
Zeke Burgess on the tackle for the Raiders.
Zeke Burgess on the tackle. They're going to give him 3 on that one. 3rd and 3 for the Indians.
Ball start by the wide receiver.
On the near side here, number 11, the one young man that just caught the pass. First penalty of the night.
I don't have an 11 on my rooster.
That always happens.
20, I think it was 23. Anyway, that could very well change the play call.
First penalty of the night. That was the only thing that Catholic did wrong last week. They had 11 penalties. 3rd and 8.
Blitz coming.
Morocco back to pass, and it's incomplete. It will force a punt here. 3 and out for the Indians. Raiders defense steps up here in the first possession for Choctaw.
That pass was intended for number 21.
We'll listen to Paul. I'm sure he'll call out his name one of these times, number 11. So get your turn up your hearing aids and.
No, that was actually 23, because he went to the sideline and then came back.
Marquez White back deep. Nice, beautiful end-over-end punt. Just let it go, and it may end up going inside the 5, out over the 10. Nice return. Nice return by White. 16 yards.
Number 0, Ellis Alloway, linebacker and running back, junior, made that hit.
It was not going to go to the end zone, but that was one heck of a punt.
It was. 45.
From the 33-yard line down to the 6. That's a, wow, that's a 61-yard punt.
Holy mackerel. Good on him.
In the backfield for the Raiders, number 3, Vinny Villanova, along with number 25, Andre Spence.
9:56 on the clock here.
Choctaw loading the box, expecting run.
Villanova starting in there at quarterback, and he's going to get a gain of, looks like a gain of about 1 on his first down carry. Bring up 2nd and 9.
He didn't let the cat out of the bag last week, did he?
He did not.
He did not.
The ball is at the 21, so it's actually that was the line of gain. So that no carry on. That's no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. Nice gain by Villanova over the 25. Out to about the 28. A gain of 7 is going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Gain of about 6 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 3.
So when was the last time a long snapper played also quarterback?
3rd and 3 for the Raiders. We'll go back to 2012, Andrew Reeves. Going to push forward, but he's not going to get anything as he met a host of Indian tacklers. No gain. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. So both teams 3 and out on their first possession. Jacob Bishop in the punt. 33-yard average on, unfortunately, 9 punts last week.
Jacob Bishop back for Choctaw.
And on 3 snaps, no high snaps.
21, Goodrow.
Which is always good news. Except for right there. Punt is blocked. Well, I spoke too soon. I may have jinxed it. So counted as a blocked punt by Choctaw, and they are in goal-to-go situation.
Great position for the Indians as they're going to be blocking the punt. A nice effort by Bishop to try to get it off, but he had about 4 or 5 Indians just waiting for it.
And Benny was not the long snapper, which is interesting.
So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Indians on the block punt.
Indians take over 1st and goal from about the 9.5-yard line.
No score here, but the Indians inside the Raider 10.
Can't give good teams this kind of field position.
Carter Morocco brings the offense back out for the Indians. It's going to be a jet sweep and nice tackle for loss by the Raiders. First hit on the carry. It's going to be a loss outside the 10. Bryce Wheeler with the tackle.
Good penetration by the Raiders.
It's going to be a loss of, looks like it's going to be a loss of 2. Second and goal.
Yep.
And the shotgun is Carter Morocco. They hand off to Von Keller, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. The ball is on the ground. Are they saying he's down?
Well,
no, the Raiders going to take it over. The Raiders get the ball back. The defense steps up. A 2-yard gain by Keller, but he coughs it up. And a great stand by the Raider defense.
Well, 42. Reagan Strom getting a lot of playing
Getting a
time.
start tonight, especially with Vinny playing on offense. So 7:09 to go in the first quarter. No score. Both teams, special teams for the Indians, defense for the Raiders, come up big. First turnover of the night goes the way of the Raiders' advantage.
Black Pearl here, Bill. Nope.
Andre, actually, that's Roman Marshall back out there now. Or is that Vinny still in there? Villanova's still in there. A run right up the middle for 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Gain of 4. Number 6,
Alloway on the tackle, giving 4 yards on the carry.
For the Raiders.
6:47 on the clock. 2nd and 6, Navarre from their own 15. Twins to the near side. It's going to be Villanova up the middle. He's going to move forward out to about the 17. Give him 2 more, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Well, to keep the talented running back from Choctaw off the field, well, you know, what you want to do is run the ball, kill the clock, give the defense a chance to rest. They were on the field a lot last week, Bill Hamill.
They were. It's going to be 2nd and a long 4 for the 3rd and a long 4 for the Raiders from their 18. Villanova in at quarterback. Hamlin goes in motion. It's going to be a little bit short as he tried to find Brody Powers at about the 30-yard line. Villanova's first pass, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Powers was open,
but not enough power in that throw.
Little known fact, a member of the Grant household attended Choctaw High School.
Really?
My sister, Patricia Grant. Greenwood is living in Michigan, class of 69, Bill.
Choctaw up on Walton. High snap. That's off the side of his foot. It's going to go out of bounds at the Raider 38-yard line.
Well, it's better than the 9-yard line. Defense. I said 2 touchdowns this week, Bill. You know.
For the defense?
Yeah. For Navarre. They held those running backs of Catholic. I mean, you got to find silver linings. You know, I'm kind of a glass half full guy. They held Nettles and company to less than, 35 yards. Looks like we have a mandatory.
George Schwartz checking in, says shout out to Big Jacks. Number 61 watching from Maryville College up in Tennessee.
There you go.
Hey, George. Miss seeing you at the stadiums here on Friday nights.
Yeah.
But Big Bubba, you got to follow your Big Bubba.
Andrews Institute. Mr. Andy Sweet.
Water break here at the 5:35 mark. No score here from Navarre High. Choctaw will start their 3rd possession. The 2nd one inside Raider territory. And that was kind of a thing last week as well. Carter Morocco in a quarterback to replace the injured Tommen Zabekis. They hand off to Von Keller. He's got a big hole to the outside. And he's going to have a first down carry inside the 25, all the way down to the 26, a gain of 12, and an Indian first down.
Nice off tackle play there. Seal block by number 12, senior Thomas Heck. I believe that
What the heck?
What the heck? Great family. Mom Michelle is the principal of Choctaw.
Actually, that's going to be down to the 21. That's going to be a 17-yard gain. 1st and 10, Indians from the Raider 21. Morocco back to pass. He's going to roll out to his left.
Draw.
He's got a lot of ground to carry, and he's got a first down inside the 5, all the way down to the 3. A gain of 18 for Morocco on his first carry of the night.
Marquez White there on the stop. You don't want your defensive backs and safeties leading the team in tackles.
The play was intended to go to the right, but he read it right, and he went back, and there was no Raider within about 10 yards.
Almost looked like a quarterback draw, but whatever. Great presence of mind to keep that head up and get big yardage.
It's going to be Von Keller in for the 6. From 3 yards out, Indians on the board first, 6-0 at the 4:47 mark.
Three possessions for Choctaw, 2 inside in Navarre territory.
Sam King in for the extra point. He was our special teams player of the week last week.
Yep.
4:47 mark. Indians on the board. Kick is up and good. King stays perfect on the season. Indians on the board, a 3-yard run by Keller. King added the extra point, 7-0 Choctaw here at Bennett C. Russell Stadium, opening home game for the Raiders. Choctaw's played their first 2 games on the road. Last week traveling into the Gulf Shores area in Alabama. Beautiful area.
Yep.
Rhonda Bernier checking in. Thanks, Rhonda. Randa. Jackson Spalla checking in, says go Raiders.
Jackson.
Austin Scott, big Green fan. 14-0 Niceville. Walton up on Crestview 15-14, 8:33 to go in the second. Thanks, Go, for those updates. And Pac-12 Dave checking in with the Niceville score, 14-0.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Deep for the Raiders, Marquez White, along with Zeke Burgess.
King's got quite the leg on him. Wearing number 20.
What number did Brady wear?
Which year?
Yeah, really.
Number 11 is senior year. Number 44 is junior year.
All right.
King's a left footer. That's going to go deep to the 5-yard line. Looks like Marquez White. He's going to get the ball out to the 20. It's going to be a return of about 9 yards. Raiders will start out 1st and 10 from their 20. Reese on the tackle. Still in the first quarter, 7-0 Choctaw. Roman Marshall coming in at quarterback for the first time this evening. Andre Spence to his right. Spence is going to get a carry. He runs hard and he runs angry. That's a hard 3-yard run for Spence. 2nd and 7. His first carry of the night.
I don't know if Choctaw still has broadcasting. A good friend of ours, Tom Brazil, used to call the Choctaw games from one of the Christian stations in the Fort Walton area. Tom's celebrating a happy birthday. So, Tom, if you're listening, happy birthday. Miss you on the air, brother.
2nd and 7 for the Raiders. Hand off to Spence, still on his feet. Running hard, a first down carry. Out over the 30 to the 32-yard line. A gain of 9 for Spence. And a Raider first down.
Yeah, that was 2nd down. So the Raiders get a first down 3 minutes into the quarter. So, I mean, you take small steps, Bill. And
so 1st and 10 Raiders from their 32. You got that right, Bob.
I mean,
baby steps.
You got to take baby steps.
You got to learn to crawl before you can walk.
That's it. You got to keep Choctaw off the field, and getting first downs is a big way to do it.
Spence right up the middle. Another big run. Falling forward out to the 38. A gain of 6 and 2nd and 4 for Navarre. Actually, it looks like they're going to give him 5. 2nd and 5 for Navarre.
Choctaw is walking up their corners and safeties, trying to cheat on the run.
Spence to the outside, breaks one tackle, still on his feet, out to the 45. Another first down carry out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 9 for Spence and a Raider first down. Actually, give him 8 on that. And a Raider first down out to the 46-yard line.
He does run hard.
He runs angry.
And it's a nice comparison between the sophomore big back for Choctaw and our diminutive but yet hard-hitting running back.
It's going to be Spence off left tackle with a big hole to the outside. He gets into Choctaw territory down to the 48. Give him 5 yards and a 2nd and 5 coming up for Navarre.
For our listeners, and especially our Choctaw listeners, he also doubles as a linebacker.
But I think they're taking him off the defensive side for the majority, and Rowan Strom is going in his position there. And now allow Vinny to get back on defense now as well. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders at the Choctaw 49. 1:44 to go here in the opening quarter. Roman Marshall in at quarterback for the Raiders. Offsides against the Indians. It's going to be close to a first down.
You know, Paul did an interview at Buffalo Wild Wings. Paul Villanova, you did one. And so I went back and listened to our show, Buffalo Wild Wings show on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Those Navarre players, Bill, so well spoken. I mean,
indeed, Jacob Walsh. I mean, I enjoyed my conversation with Jacob and Roman. So it's going to be 2nd and about 6 inches for the Raiders. Spence is going to move and that behind that big Bubba's. They're going to have enough for a Raider first down to the 48, a gain of 1, and another Navarre first down.
Good blocking by the tight ends. I think Navarre was in a double tight end set there.
Already more first downs in the first quarter than all last game, Bob. Like we said, baby steps.
Baby steps.
1st and 10 Raiders at the Choctaw 44. Under a minute to go in the first, 7-0 Choctaw. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Choctaw 43.
Flag on the play,
Bill. I dislike when the players stand over after they make a tackle. You know what? You did your job. Get back to the defensive side of the ball.
Holding on the offense.
Are they going to back him up or are they going to take the loss? They're going to take the penalty, so will we remain?
They're going to decline the penalty. He waved. He signaled decline.
There's going to be a loss of 5 on the carry.
Take the down, yeah.
Smart play there by the Indians.
So either first and 15 or 2nd and 15, yeah. Even I can figure that out. Take off my shoes.
Fort Walton Beach math from your high school days.
Yes.
2nd and 15 for the Raiders.
Get there, baby.
Marshall trying to get it out to the receiver, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Choctaw 7, Navarre 0 on IrishBillSports.com. Irish Bill Sports live on YouTube, 944. And we'll be back at the end of 1 and a quick word from our sponsors.
Check out the
Sometimes all you need to change your life is a sign. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best.
Marty! You're dead weight!
Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus.
Let's go sports bar!
exclusive mistake-free draft in seconds, personalized to your unique.
Back at Bennett C. Russell Stadium, 7-0 at the end of one. Choctaw on top. Raiders will have a 3rd and 15 from the Choctaw 48 as we get ready to start the second quarter.
3rd down and 14 from the 48-yard line. 3rd and 15.
Marshall back to pass, a little screen pass to Andre Spence. He's going to get down inside the 40, down to the 38, a gain of 10, and that is the first completed pass of the season for Navarre.
Good call there. 4th and 6. Navarre's thinking. They're going.
4th down for Raiders.
Fourth and 6 for Navarre.
They did a line shift, and I think they drew the Indians off sides. Roman pleading with the officials. Called illegal procedure. Why? He hadn't started his signals. That's a head scratcher. I'll have to find more out. They were trying to draw Choctaw off sides with a line shift. Choctaw player did jump.
Now they'll send the punt team out. They'll be punting from their own 43. Timeout with 11:24 to go here in the second quarter. Choctaw 7, Navarre 0 on IrishBillSports.com and Irish Bill Sports Live 944 on YouTube. We're at the 11:24 mark of the second quarter. Navarre will be punting away with a 4th and about 11.
So Coach Bagley wanting to find out why that was illegal procedure. He's pleading his case. If they have not started, if the quarterback has not started his signal, they can do whatever they want to do, is my understanding.
I think he got what he wanted to hear from the white hat. The white hat, I think, is going over to explain to the other side, or he's just going back to his position. It'll be 4th and 11 for Navarre. Jacob Bishop back to punt for the 3rd time tonight.
Fake. Oh, boy.
And it's going to be picked up. And Choctaw will have another short field.
Choctaw returns the ball all the way to the 20-yard line, and we'll set up 1st and 10.
Choctaw will take over on the attempted fake punt by Navarre.
Could not tell who they were trying to hike it to.
1st and 10 Indians at the Raider 20.
Well, we were told there was going to be some surprises, and Vinny Villanova starting at quarterback, linemen moving around.
The handoff to Keller off left tackle. Met by a host of Raiders at about the 16-yard line. Actually, he's going to get it down to the 15. The nose of the football just touching the 15. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Indians at the Raider 15. Gasca and Villanova on the tackle. Gain of 5 for the Indians.
He's as big as some of the linemen for Choctaw, Bill.
And I think he's only a sophomore, too.
He is.
Yep. So we'll get to see him for 3 years. We're going to have timeouts. Navarre with 10:25 to go.
Can we say that anymore in high school, Bill?
What's that?
A team's going to have a player for 3 years.
Good point. Good point.
I mean, for Choctaw, I hope he stays, but we've lost running backs at Navarre back-to-back years. Both end up in Niceville.
We're still trying to figure out if that was a fake or if it was a bad snap, or we didn't really know who it was going to. So either way, Choctaw's got the ball.
Oh, the upback did look surprised, didn't he, Bill?
Be 2nd and 5 for the Indians here when we come out of the Navarre timeout. Their first of the half, 2 more to go. 7-0 Indians here on this beautiful Friday night in the Panhandle of Florida. Glad that you could join us tonight wherever you are. Good crowds on both sides.
Yep. I'm going to say Choctaw travels well.
Morocco at quarterback for the Indians. Back to pass. Throwing a little fade route.
Nice.
And I haven't seen a call yet.
That's incomplete.
Incomplete. Must have been out of bounds. I didn't see a signal. Did you, Bob?
No. And they have a back judge. Well, they have a back judge.
Third and 5 for the Indians at the Raider 15.
Very well within Sam King's range, Bill. If Choctaw chooses, if they do not get this third down.
Morocco with the handoff to Keller. He finds a big hole off the left side, inside the 15, down to the inside the 5, close to the goal line.
33, Keller into the end zone.
And into the end zone from 15 yards out. Keller's second touchdown of the night.
At the 10:08 mark in the second quarter.
Good blocking by the left side of that Choctaw line. Tight end Folsom, West Folsom. And Ryan Burns, double tight end system.
King in for the extra point attempt, and it's up and it's good. 14-0 Choctaw.
Bobby Powell, left guard for Choctaw also.
46 yards on 6 carries for Keller and two scores.
Ashton LeBurge also on that left side. They open holes for that touchdown.
.08 to go here in the first half, 14-0. Coach, former Navarre assistant Brian Brinsfield checking in. Thanks, Brian. He said it was a fake. Thank you for that clarification. Zeke Burgess and Marquez White back deep for the Raiders. Waiting on the kick from Sam King. 14-0, Choctaw on top. See if we get any scores from around the area here. White Sox lose it again. What's new? Looking for their 105th win, 105th loss of the season. Gosh, I'm going to just say it, what a turd sandwich.
That's that saying from Major League. You can't say that. Heck, nobody's listening.
Out of bounds, the Raiders will take over at the 35. First and 10. I can't help it.
Plus, it's your show.
What's that say? If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything well. Well, there's nothing nice to say.
I think White Sox fans will agree.
31-104.
Oof.
73 games below 500.
Well, they have nowhere to go but up. I think Navarre's going to make them re-kick.
Yep, 5 yards. They're going to back it up 5 yards. Third penalty of the night.
That is
that
one of your
has been
choices.
accepted.
That is one of your choices. I'm not sure I'm going to give King another shot. Watch him put this in the end zone. He's got quite the leg.
The senior place kicker for Choctaw. He was our special teams player of the week a couple times last year.
Yep.
Marquez White from the 20. Going to get to the outside. And if he would have just took the ball, they would have been at the 35. Instead, they get the ball at the 30. Nice placed kickoff there by King.
Yep.
And it's going to be an 11-yard return by Marquez White. Amir Reese with the tackle on special teams. 9:59 to go here in the opening home game for the Raiders. Trying to find their first points on the season. Marshall back out at quarterback. Twin receivers near side. Spence in the backfield. Spence going to get to the outside. Big hole. He's going to get out over the 35, out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Speaking of Jacob Walsh, he opened up a hole there. He's playing left guard, I believe.
They run in a 6-man offensive line tonight.
Yep. Old school.
Spence going to met by a host of Indians at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Bring up 3rd and 3.
Your Irish play the Aggies. I think
big
they're
game.
playing.
Big game tomorrow night.
Are they in the Jerry Dome?
No, they're actually playing at A&M.
Okay.
3rd and 3 for the Raiders.
That'll be a hard ticket to find there, College Station.
Raiders looking over the sideline for the play. The signal from the sideline. 3rd and 3 for the Raiders. They're gonna push forward, but I think he's gonna only get about a yard and bring up about 1.5 yards short of the first down.
Nothing fancy, just smash mouth football.
3 and out for the Raiders. Thanks, Coach. You're welcome. Would love doing this. Like I said in my Facebook post today, what else are you going to be doing on a Friday night during football season? You got anything better to do? I don't think so.
Unless you're watching Oklahoma football, I guess.
Bishop with a end-over-end punt. He's going to go backwards on the return.
Nice
it's going to be a loss of about 5 on the return. Great special teams coverage there by Cooper Black.
Cooper excelled in that last year, holding on Choctaw. Most certainly the Indians.
Actually, that was Curtis Sanders, 22 on the tackle.
22. Holding on the Indians. Navarre will obviously take the penalty. I didn't see a flag.
Holding penalty during the return, back the Indians up further.
41-yard punt. No return, plus the penalty. We'll go put them back 10. Best punt of the night for Bishop.
Line drive variety.
4th penalty of the night against Choctaw for 25 yards. 1st and 10 Indians from just out inside their own 12 with 7:58 on the clock. here in the second. 14-0 Choctaw. Hand off to Keller. He's going to break one hole. Now it's a foot race. And I don't, oh wait, there's that turf monster once again. Turf monster with the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, nothing but green ahead of him.
51-yard run for Keller, and an Indians first down. That old turf monster. He always rears his ugly head once in a while, doesn't he, Bob?
Almost like Coach O.
Coach O. You know what? We haven't heard from Coach O at all this year.
No.
Is he in hibernation right now?
Well, he may be at the LSU USC game, and was Sunday? Monday?
Sunday. In Vegas. First and 10, Choctaw at the Raider 38. 7:15 on the clock here in the second. 14-0 Choctaw on top. It's going to be a fake. Led him just a little bit too much. Carter Morocco with the incompleted pass, 2nd and 10.
Nice reverse pivot. He looks pretty cool and calm back there, doesn't he, Bill?
He does.
He was going to be the number 2 on the depth chart.
QB2, but now he's thrust into the role of QB1.
Next man up.
He's only a sophomore, so you've got a sophomore backfield here right now with Keller and Morocco. 2nd and 10. And wide receiver moves a little bit too early before the snap. That's going to push him back 5.
Ball start on the offense. Going back, the Indians up 5 yards. Remains 2nd down. 2nd down at about 14. Followed about the.
And here comes a chant. You can't do that.
We heard that a lot last week.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we couldn't do that.
The producer.
Did she check in? Badgers? Was it?
No.
We got a Badger score yet?
No. The producer was talking last week to me how she hated that chant.
Handoff up the gut. He breaks one tackle inside the 35. Down to about the 32 as a gain. Let's call it 12.
Good blocking up front by Choctaw.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 3rd and a long 5. Keller with already 109 yards on the night. 3rd and 5 for the Indians. A short 5. Twins to the near side. Single back is Keller. It's a bad snap. And the Raiders are going to take advantage of that bad snap and stop them. Be 4th and 5.
We know what that's like.
And I'm not sure if that would be a 50-yard field goal if they lined up. And I'm not sure if King has a 50-yarder in it.
Brady Hamill does.
Oh, yeah, and some.
But he should call the Packers.
They just signed a new one from Tennessee.
Off to Tennessee.
Yeah. Looks like they are keeping the offense on the field. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Choctaw may call
Choctaw calls timeout with 5:33 to go.
A little confusion on the offensive line.
Both teams have 2 remaining timeouts of their allotted timeouts here in the first half.
Boy, growing up and going to Choctaw games, Fort Walton opened up, the year Fort Walton opened up, my sister had a choice. So she wanted to stay at Choctaw even though we were zoned into this new school called Fort Walton. So she finished out. But going to, way back in the 60s, Jamie O'Rourke, Vince Bruner, Joe Bruner, a lot of great.
Is that where the Bruner Middle School name came from?
That's from the dad.
Okay.
Former superintendent of schools.
Okay.
Max Bruner. Yes, that was their dad. Joe Bruner had owned at one time Jamaica Joe's, and at one time the water park in Destin.
4th and 5 for the Indians. It's a handoff to Keller. He's trying to get to the outside. He cuts back, breaks one tackle into the Raiders secondary. A first down, Indians inside their 10 all the way down to the 9. But there is a flag at the 30-yard line.
In the place where you would see holding, and that's going to negate. I'm sure Navarre is going to take that.
So that wipes out a big gain by Keller. They're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage, so I'm sure they might reconsider what they're going to do now. It's now going to be 4th and 13. That's the 6th penalty of the night on Choctaw.
Well, remember, Navarre does get the second half kickoff. That may play into the decision. I know the Indians would love to punched in another score here.
Jordan Figueroa doing the punting, and we're going to see him for the first time tonight for the Indians. So the penalty takes the ball out of possession for the Indians, and we have their first punt of the night. Jordan Figueroa. Off the side of his foot, it's going to go out of bounds about the 22 or 23-yard line.
I thought we held Choctaw early in the first quarter, Bill, and they punted to us because Figueroa had a nice punt.
You are correct. That's his second punt.
Yeah.
Good catch. That's why he is the best color analyst in the area.
You going to double my pay?
Yes, I am. Actually, I'm going to triple it this year.
Oh, man.
We got to score a halftime score over at Fort Walton Beach. You ready for this?
South Walton.
7-2, halftime.
Who?
South Walton on top.
Okay.
So.
South Walton baseball team. That's a baseball score. Nick Borthwick coaches their baseball team. They have a.
When are they looking at opening up their new field and stadium? 25?
Yeah, most definitely.
You guys haven't been out to South Walton lately. What Coach Phil Tisa is doing with that program, it's they started out a few years ago, and they have built their way up into class. I think they're in class 4 now, and Phil Tisa doing a great job out there in South Walton. Going to have a new beautiful football stadium here in 25. They're playing their games this year at the middle school.
Yep, at my place, our place. In fact, they had a JV game there last night.
1st and 10 to the Raiders from their 26.
Jet sweep. Fumble on the play. Choctaw gets it, I think. Yes, they do.
Second turnover of the night for the Raiders.
Amir Reese, a cornerback, sophomore cornerback. Boy, the sophomores, huh? The young Indians. Can't give a
You're going to give them the short field again.
Anyway, I was telling my story on Nick Borthwick. South Walton boys baseball made it to the finals, losing a tough one. They have an AstroTurf baseball stadium that'll rival some minor leagues. Their football stadium, Bill, is going to also be synthetic, much like Fort Walton's. And the next high school to build a nice field like that is Freeport High School. They're going to build a.
Well, Freeport's really growing.
Yep.
The handoff off right tackle, breaks one tackle. That Keller just does not go down on the first hit. If that was Keller, number 33, yep. Down to the 14. It's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8. Let's give him 8. 2nd and 2. Yeah, Freeport area is definitely growing.
They call it the fastest growing small city in America or something like that.
2nd and 2 for the Indians at the Raider 14. 4:11 on the clock here in the first half.
Same play.
We're going to have another holding penalty, I think, here on the back side. That's going to stop the clock at 4:04.
Lionel Richie all night long. They've been holding.
And that's a 7th penalty for Choctaw. 5th one here in the second quarter. Seven penalties, 50 yards. Have you been checking the scoreboard of late, Bob?
Have not.
I got a score from the GOAT, 18-14 Walton over Crestview at the half. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
Another fade. Nice play.
Incompleted pass will bring up 3rd and 11.
Marquez White.
A little bit.
Threw it a little differently. Threw more of a line drive, trying to go back shoulder. Marquez stuck up his hands. If he had turned around, he might have had an interception.
Tried to find out number 4 over there. That's Dante Core. If you're a Navarre fan, that's a familiar name from a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Last year transferred over to Fort Walton Beach, then to Choctaw this year. He lines out on the far side. No Raiders over there with him. Finally picked up.
Same play.
And I think we're going to have a pass interference against Navarre. Hit him a little bit early. And that's a spot foul, correct, Bob?
No, that's from previous spot.
Pass interference against the Raiders.
Automatic first down, though. It should be a spot foul. I mean, I've said this all along in high school. I mean, on long passes, it gives the advantage to the defense to interfere.
And that was kind of a smart heads-up play there by Morocco because the Raider defender got over there a little bit late. And he probably changed up the call right there. And that was pretty heads-up play there by Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be enough for a first down inside the 15 on the pass interference call against Navarre. They're going to move the ball down to about the 12. Hand off to Keller. He bounces to the outside. And the ball, that's the helmet on the ground, not the ball. Keller's going to get inside the 10 down to the 9. Give him 3 yards on the carry, bring up 2nd and 7. Curtis Sanders on the tackle. Gonna, 2nd and 7 for the Indians, down to the Raider 9 yards, just inside the 9 of Navarre. 2:56 on the clock here in the opening half. 14-0 Choctaw. They hand off to Keller. He's met right at the line of scrimmage by a host of Raider would-be tacklers. Down to the 5. Give him 3 more. Gasca and Villanova on the tackle. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Indians. A short 4 as the clock winds down to 2:24. Morocco looks over the sideline for a signal. Calls the play. It's a bad snap. And I think there was a timeout first called.
Big break for Choctaw.
Their second timeout called here in the first half. 1 remaining. They'll have a 3rd and a short 4 as they are down to the Raider 5-yard line. Appreciate all you checking in tonight. Victoria Whitaker checking in, big Green fan.
And the Indians have a state title to go back a few years. But
how many years ago was that, Bob?
All I know is
That was like 90.
Yeah, I was at a teen retreat at Lake Tempucci for the YMCA then, listening to the game on the radio, cheering on the Big Green local team.
3rd and 4 for the Indians at the Raider 5. Waiting on that Whitehead to get back into position. .208 on the clock here in the first half.
Probably going to go left. They've been banging on
Keller left, Keller right. Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight.
They've been going on that right, hammering on the right side of the Raiders.
They hit him in the backfield. They're going to stop him short. A yard of gain of 1. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. They hit him low.
Yep.
Beautiful tackle there by the Raiders. 4th and 3. Actually, they're going to call it 4th and a long 2. Is he going to settle for Frank Beasley? Going to settle for the?
Oh, I'd go for
it. The 3 points.
I'd go for it.
We're down to a minute 40 to go in the opening half. Fourth and 2 for the Indians at the Raider 4. And timeout number 3 for the Indians is called with 1:26 to go here in the opening half. 14-0 Choctaw on top.
As halftime approaches, make your way over to the concession
21-0 Niceville over Escambia.
The Raider Marching Band, their biggest fundraiser.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Wisconsin and Western Michigan, no score.
Western Michigan, yeah.
Old coach there, Jim McIlvain is the head coach for Western Michigan, former Florida coach. And we're going to have a 4th and 2. Let's see if Coach Beasley stays with the 4th down go attempt, or is he going to settle for a Sam King 3? I think that was just answered as the offense comes back out onto the field. 4th and 2 for the Indians. Keller in the backfield behind Morocco. 14-0 Choctaw. The handoff. And I think he's going to be short. I think he's going to be short. It depends on the spot. It depends on the spot.
Navarre defense thinks they've held them.
I think we're going to have a measurement. They're going to bring the flags from the far sideline. We're going to have a measurement.
The sticks.
Down markers, flags, whatever.
Bring the sticks. Flags. They call them the sticks. They look like sticks. That's referee talk. Remember, I used to be a referee, at least in this kind of football.
Yeah, Victoria, my wife is a Wisconsin grad, so I like the Badgers. This is going to be close.
I think they missed it by this much.
First down, Choctaw.
Wow.
Good, favorable spot for the Indians. They thought they had him stopped. But 4 straight Keller runs gets him a first down inside the 2 with 1:19 on the clock. Pass goes to Ryan Burks, because that's what I have at number 23. And at the 105 mark, the Indians back on the board.
He's a reserve tight end, Bill.
Okay.
Sophomore, another sophomore.
Wow. A 2-yard score. 20-0 Choctaw. And King adds the extra point to make it 21. The Raiders will have 1:05 on the clock to try to get something going here in 2024. Maybe we get a big return right here. .105 to go in the first half. 21-0 Choctaw on top. Yeah, I remember you, Mr. Grant, playing football for Choctaw.
Me?
No.
Oh.
Jarrell Grant.
Yes.
I remember him.
Richie Grant? Richie Grant played.
Choctaw's quarterback last week had a, what did you say that his injury was? Collarbone. Steve Williams checking in.
Clavicle, to be scientific.
Yeah, Victoria, my wife, grew up in Madison, and we moved down here in 1991. Lucille Gasca checking in. Grandma from California watching Easy Gasca. Thanks, Mrs. Gasca, or Miss Gasca. Kick inside the 5. It is returnable. Out over the 20. Another helmet off. And I think that is a mouthpiece or a chin strap.
You know, Bill, both the
that was Hamlin on the return. Actually, Powers on the return.
Both the Culver's show on Tuesday, Buffalo Wild Wings show on Wednesday, and this game you can watch again. And one of the very nice interviews we had is with the Gasca's grandson, Easy Gasca, Ezekiel. Well spoken.
Tried to throw it back. It's a backwards pass. It's the forward pass. They tried to throw back to the H-back. Ball's incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. $21-0 Choctaw on top here at Navarre. Raiders will have 2nd and 10 from their 23. We're down to 49.2 seconds to go here in the opening half. 21-0 Choctaw on top. Marshall going to get sacked back inside the 15. Actually inside the 17. It's going to be a loss of 6 on the sack. First sack of the night for the Indians. Down to 16. That may be the last play of the first half. Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. And a clock 3, 2, and 1. Your first half has concluded here at Bennett C. Russell Stadium. Choctaw on top, 21-0. This is Irish Bill, and we're going to go on a lengthy commercial break here, and we'll be back for second half action. But we will have the band here as they do their performance here at halftime. But we'll be right back after this commercial break.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let our team member Sandy share how Culver's is serving up Celebration by the Scoop.
Our rich and creamy fresh frozen custard makes every day a little bit sweeter. Enjoying a handcrafted treat with all the ooey gooey toppings you love? Now that's worth celebrating.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a sweet treat to make every moment count. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Navarre Fitness is where old school meets new. Whether you're into free weights or the latest and greatest weightlifting equipment, they will meet your needs. They have cardio machines as well if you want to get your sweat on. Whatever direction you decide to go, trainers Clay Horton, Brick Grubbs, Andrew Coase, and Stephanie Hunt will be there to assist you along the way. So what are you waiting for? Oh yeah, how do I join? Just go to navarrefitness.net and check out our rates or call us at 850-816-5434. You can even stop by our location at 8700B Navarre Parkway in Navarre. You can also visit our sister gym, Midway Fitness, at 5660 Gulf Breeze Parkway, Unit 1. Both facilities are open 24/7. We are the place to go to get you started on the road to a better you. University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. A buying, building, or refinancing a dream home is in your future. You need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes, Stacy Wright, and Sheila Billingham are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or refinancing experiences smooth. So University Lending at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call us at 850-396-0322.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
The Hustle isn't named after anyone, not after a designer, definitely not after a mythological god. It's not about stripes or ranking or status. The Hustle is real. The Hustle is about you. So keep in mind when you're repping and rocking Hustle Hard USA streetwear, you can tell all the onlookers that this mark, this brand represents your hustle, your grind. You put in that time, that sweat, that pain. Now it's up to you to show them all what you got. Win or lose, the hustle is real. Go to www.hustlehardusa.com and I can guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, are making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
Welcome back to Bennett C. Russell Stadium. We're going to go to the halftime scoreboard. Tell us some scores, Bob.
Fourth quarter, Port St. Joe 36, Holmes County 32. Arnold 47. This is third quarter. Hamilton County 14. Third quarter, Niceville leading the Gators of Escambia 21-0. Third quarter, Opp leading Northview 22-7. Third quarter from Pine Forest, Daphne all over Pine Forest 20-0.
Wow.
20-0. 20-0. 20-0.
Okay.
Bozeman leading Vernon 20-3, third quarter. South Walton leading Fort Walton 7-2 at halftime. Chipley and Linden tied up at 12 at halftime. Booker T. Washington leading West Florida 14-6 at halftime.
Wow. That's a surprise there.
Destin tied with Baker, 14-14 at half. Catholic leading Pace, 27-6 at halftime. Walton leading Crestview, 18-14, second quarter. Mosley leading Bay, 26-15, second quarter. We had wondered on the air how could Rutherford and
they ended up playing last night.
Yeah, so they played Thursday. Choctaw, of course, here leading Navarre 21-0. Let me see if I can get into the Big Bend area. Tallahassee.
Going to acknowledge the Choctaw band members that are here tonight. Thank you, and their flag team is here as well.
Rickards leading Eastside 30-6.
We all got that one wrong.
Yeah. Well, the game's not over yet, but it will be soon. We mentioned the Port St. Joe Holmes County game. McClay leading Brookwood 42-3 fourth quarter.
So no jet lag for McClay.
None so far. Wakulla tied with Taylor County 20-20 in the fourth quarter.
Interesting.
From Boot Hill, Lincoln 29, Madison County 7, fourth quarter.
Wow. The Trojans taking it to them at Boot Hill.
Branford tied with Weewalt 14-14, fourth quarter. Thomas County leading Florida High 42-21. When was the last time Florida High started 0-2? Childs leading Pelham 34-14. Cottondale at halftime. 56-14 over Florida A&M Development Research
The baby
School.
Rattlers.
Gaston County leading McCallie 20-15, halftime. And Mariana leading Liberty County 28-0 in the second quarter. Now, Florida High School is showing, well, by the way, Godby beat Leon 59-7.
Ouch.
They are showing 0-0 in the first quarter, Graceville and Houston County. And we had
that's not true.
Graceville we had heard was not going to play
canceled
football.
their varsity season. They are playing a JV schedule, but no varsity. After they had 19 players entering the summer, 6 of them transferred.
Oops.
3 of them either became ineligible or were hurt. And I can't speak for a fact on which one. So they were down to 10 players.
Yeah.
So their coach and their athletic director made the wise move. Said we're canceling our varsity season. They are playing a junior varsity. In rural, you can play 7th and 8th graders on your JV team. So they can pick up their numbers from there. And they have a 9-game JV schedule for Graceville this year.
Are they a K-12 school?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So your halftime score here is 21-0. One of our viewers brought up a good point. Arnold only scored 12 points last year. And they have how many points tonight? 46?
47.
47. Wow.
And they won last week.
Well,
8-7.
Well, we're going to take a break. We're going to turn on our field mic so that you can listen to the Navarre Raider Marching Band. This Irish Bill Seminole Bob Raider Riley on Irish Bill Sports Live, Irish Bill Sports Live on YouTube, and IrishBillSports.com. Hopefully you enjoy the show here at the Navarre Raider Marching Band.
Navarre will be performing their first part of their program entitled Painted Black, based on the popular classic by the Rolling Stones. Drum majors are Lexi Stout and Riley Eubanks. Band captains Kira Bartlett, Jason Saxton. Section leaders are flutes Kylie Hume, Reagan McKelvey. Clarinets Cameron Smith, Blake Keck. Saxophones Alex Vickers, Maddie Robertson. Braden Bautista and Aaron Sherrod on the trumpets. Mellophones are Devin Stevens. Low brass Ian Garcia and Derek Wilson. Tuba Aiden Johnson. Ethan Wilson and Aiden Echeverria lead the percussion, and color guard leader is Izzy Russell. Drum majors, Lexi Stout and Riley Eubanks. Is your band ready? Navarre Raider Band, you may now take the field for your halftime entertainment. Give it up one more time for your Navarre Raider Marching Band.
Now when I come home feeling tired and weak, I go up where the air is fresh and sweet. On the roof, I get away from the hustling crowd and all that rat race noise down in the street. On the roof, on the roof, the only place I know.
Is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores.
The stores.
Fresh air.
Times Square.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, city life.
Green acres.
Sometimes all you need to change your life is a sign. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best.
Marty! You're dead weight!
Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus.
Let's go sports bar!
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let our team member Sandy share how Culver's is serving up Celebration by the Scoop.
Our rich and creamy fresh frozen custard makes every day a little bit sweeter. Enjoying a handcrafted treat with all the ooey gooey toppings you love? Now that's worth celebrating.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a sweet treat to make every moment count. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Navarre Fitness is where old school meets new. Whether you're into free weights or the latest and greatest weightlifting equipment, they will meet your needs. They have cardio machines as well if you want to get your sweat on. Whatever direction you decide to go, trainers Clay Horton, Brick Grubbs, Andrew Coase, and Stephanie Hunt will be there to assist you along the way. So what are you waiting for? Oh yeah, how do I join? Just go to navarrefitness.net and check out our rates or call us at 850-816-5434. You can even stop by our location at 8700B Navarre Parkway in Navarre. You can also visit our sister gym, Midway Fitness, at 5660 Gulf Breeze Parkway, Unit 1. Both facilities are open 24/7. We are the place to go to get you started on the road to a better you.
Welcome back to Bennett C. Russell Stadium. We're still at halftime. We got about a minute to go before we start second half play here at Bennett C. Russell Stadium. And we want to thank the crew downstairs for bringing us up a double cheeseburger here at Navarre High. It's very, very tasty. Our food booth does quite well for themselves. And the Badger girls finally signed on as the Badger girl. She was signed on previously as Brady. That's why Brady was in two places at one time. Well, anyways, so Victoria Whitaker, meet my wife, Brenda K. Hamill. She is the Navarre. She is the Wisconsin alum. So,
and the producer.
Talk amongst yourself. 21-0 Choctaw on top. The Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. 3 first downs, all in the first quarter for Navarre. And trailing 21-0. They were outgained in the first half, 148 yards to 41.
Yeah, Navarre's going to have to mix it up and show the pass, even if it's a screen or dump passes. Because Choctaw's crowding the line. I mean, Navarre's making it too easy when you get to when the expectation for the defense, they kind of figure out what you're going to do is run the ball, now stop them. And so need to mix it up a little bit. What do you think Coach said at halftime, Bill?
I can't repeat that on air, Bob. Well, no, I'm joking.
We don't know exactly what he was going to say. Yeah, if you were the coach,
keep working hard. Things are going to come together. We are the Raiders. We don't quit. We're going to keep on doing what we're doing, and things will start. They'll start coming together for us.
Yeah, I mean, the seniors that. Well, I take that back. Roman Marshall's a junior. But the seniors that we did, Vinny Villanova and Easy Gasca, they both said, you know, we're trying to keep it upbeat. You know, last year we lost the first 2 games, ran off 7 or 8 in a row, ran into Niceville, and were able to at least host a playoff game. So anything, nice catch.
Good catch, Robert.
Thank you. Anything's possible.
Marquez White and Zeke Bridges back deep for the Raiders.
Get the second half rolling here.
King puts toe on leather to get this second half started. White's going to come up to his 14-yard line. Going to cut up the middle. Nice return. Still on his feet. Out over the 40. Still on his feet. Up to midfield. That great return by Marquez White. The Raiders have great field position at the midfield stripe. A 36-yard return on the kickoff by Marquez White.
Yeah, it's a nice spark to start the game. We had a lot of our kickoff and punt returns, Bill, last year were up the middle on the coverage. And there was a seam, and he just ran right through it. Let's see if it can spark the offense here.
Roman Marshall back out there at quarterback. And off to Andre Sprintz, running hard down to the 45. Bring up 2nd and 5.
And I think the other thing that Coach Bagley may have done is challenge that offensive line. Choctaw is not as big as Catholic was or some of the other teams we'll face this year. we need to dominate the offensive line. That's just what made us great all these years, is a dominant offensive line.
2nd and 5 for the Raiders at the Choctaw 45-yard line.
Jet sweep here.
It's going to get inside the 5. Ball is on the ground.
Number 6, Jordan Garner on the carry. Ball comes out.
Comes loose as Garner on the sweep, and he loses the handle on the ball. And Choctaw's going to take over at the Raiders' 2nd turnover on the night.
Wow.
And that's going to give the ball right back to Choctaw.
Vinny Villanova in the huddle talking to his defense.
Choctaw ball at their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Indians from their 42-yard line. Morocco still in at quarterback for the Indians. The handoff to Von Keller. Breaks 2 tackles. Gets out over the 50 into Raider territory down to the 49. It's going to be a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Indians.
Yeah, good surge by the Indian offensive line.
13 carries for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns for Keller in the first half.
I mean, it's just not a secret what they're going to do. They're going to keep handing the ball off to him. They have the lead. It's like, okay, now stop me.
Second and 1 for the Indians at the Raider 49. 10-12 on the clock here in the 3rd. Nice tackle right at the yard. The yard that's scrimmage to gain. It looks like he's going to gain 2 and an Indian first down. Sanders on the stop for the Raiders. A gain of, let's call it 3 for Keller and an Indian first down.
Well, he goes out. That usually means a pass play. In this situation before, the Indians like to do that fade.
First and 10 at the Raider 46. 9:32 on the clock here in the 3rd.
Navarre and man.
Rocco going to hand off right up the middle, and that's Alante Reese. Down to the 43. Give him 4 yards. Reese's first carry of the night. I say, yep, his first carry on the night. They're going to give him 3 on the carry, 2nd and 7. They're going to give Keller a breather here and keep Reese in there. And we're going to have a injury timeout with 8:52 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 21-0 Choctaw. You got any score updates? Fort Walton Beach just took the lead at the end of the 3rd quarter on South Walton, 9-7. Tiger Mike with the update on that one.
Tiger Mike. Got a daughter, I think, plays in a band there. For South Walton? No, his son plays.
Dance team. His daughter's on a dance team.
Game about 3 brings up 2nd down and 7.
Wisconsin up 7-0 on Western Michigan, but Western Michigan is knocking on the door. Said, we hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
And Holmes County has taken the lead against Port St. Joe, 44-36, 4th quarter.
Wow. 2nd and 7 for the Indians at the Raider 43. It's going to be the handoff to Reese. And he gets to the outside, and with that speed, he's going to get an Indian first down inside the 30, all the way down to the 25, a gain of 18, and an Indian first down.
Flag on the play.
Another Raider down on the far side.
That may have been an illegal block. That's why that player is down. All right. Helmet to helmet contact.
I think they're going to mark off 15 here. Which will take them back to the 45-yard line.
And we haven't mentioned Josh Wilson, our starting safety, who recovered the fumbled punt against Catholic. He's on concussion protocol.
He's actually been cleared, Bob.
Oh, has he?
Yep.
So he's playing tonight?
He is not playing tonight.
Yeah,
he is being held out of this game.
Okay.
Before Zeke Burgess makes his way out the field under his own power. I'd like to see that. Zeke will be back.
That's going to move the ball back to the 45. Will be 2nd and 8.
After the penalty, the ball is moved back to the 45-yard line where it's 2nd down and 8 for the Indians. Raiders looking to make a stop.
That is the 8th penalty against Choctaw on the night.
Could not tell who that injured player was, Bill.
That was Zeke Burgess.
Okay.
Number 4. We're going to bring up 2nd and long, 2nd and 8. Badgers holding so far 4th and goal at the Wisconsin 1. It's going to be hit. Great tackle there. He's going to gain 1. That's Reese on the carry. Maybe give him 2 yards down to the 44. Actually give him 1. Going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Third quarter, Niceville leading Escambia 28-7. Third quarter, Destin and Baker knotted at 14.
Good game there.
Booker T. Washington in the third quarter leading West Florida 20-19.
3rd and 8 for the Indians at the Raider 44. 7:46 on the clock here in the third. Irish Bill, Seminole Bob, and Raider Riley bringing you the game tonight from Bennett C. Russell Stadium. Morocco back to pass. And there's another flag. And that's going to stop the clock at the 7:32 mark. That was a pretty good toss by the back judge.
Was it?
Yeah.
Holding? You sure it wasn't the umpire? Because it was holding.
All I know, he was back there.
Okay. I don't know what he's doing, throwing it on. We'll take it.
Well, the guy in the center of the field, furthest back, is the back judge.
Behind the defense is the umpire.
Okay.
The back judge is now standing on the 30-yard line.
Okay, that's who threw the flag, I think. 3rd and 18 for the Indians.
Baker has taken the lead against Destin 2014 third quarter.
Back into their own end of the field. They're keeping the play clock on the field.
Ugh! What a hit.
And a big hit in the backfield. I think that was Rowan Strom with the hit. That's going to bring up 4th and 18. So nice stand by your Raider defense after they turned it over. And they stand tall, and they're going to get the ball back. With 6:53 to go here in the third.
Holmes County hangs on and beats Port St. Joe. That was last night, wasn't it? 44-36.
No, that's tonight. That's a Friday night game.
That's probably an Eastern time zone game.
Brody Powers back deep for the Raiders. Beautiful punt. Fair catch at the 16-yard line.
Raiders will take over 1st and 10. Water break, we're going to do the introductions of the Raider cheerleaders.
Water break time. Let's
Cheerleaders for this year.
Head back to the scoreboard.
Elena Brocco.
Yeah. White Sox losing again. Sorry, I didn't even look.
It's not final yet, but it might as well be 4-1. They're playing the Mets.
Niceville extending the lead against Escambia, 34-7. Is Niceville better than we thought, or is Escambia not as good as we thought?
Going to be a combination of both.
Yeah. Arnold still leading Hamilton County, 47-14. That's crazy.
As the newer generation would say, that's cray-cray.
Walton leading Crestview still, 21-14. Fort Walton, you mentioned, Bill, leading South Walton 9-7.
That's after 3, so they're in the 4th quarter now.
West Florida has tied it up against Booker T. Washington, 27-all, 4th quarter.
Off left tackle, strong run. See who that was? I think that was Spence. Yep, nice carry for Spence. Out over the 20, out to the 22. Give him 6 yards on the carry. 2nd and 4, Navarre.
You mentioned on one of our shows that our sophomore running back has a shoulder injury.
He'll be out for a little while. Keegan Gilbert,
yeah.
Spence cuts back. He's going to get back to line of scrimmage +1. So I'll bring up a 3rd and 3. 13 carries on the night for Andre Spence for 46 yards. 46 tough yards.
Yeah.
Western Michigan gets in on 4th and goal at the Badger 1. They're tied at 7. 3 minutes to go in the first half. It's going to be a 3rd and a short 3 here, Bob.
Thank you for all that are listening and have listened tonight to our broadcast, including our friends from Fort Walton Beach, just down Highway 98 there, Bill.
Just down
the road there, yeah.
Marshall in the shotgun. Spence to his left. Marshall back to pass. He's going to get sacked back around the 16-yard line. Mario Alloway with the sack. 2nd on the night for Choctaw. That's going to bring up 4th down, and the Raiders punting team comes back out. Going to be a loss of 6 on the sack. 4th and 9 for the Raiders.
Don't think there's going to be any fake here, Bill.
No, I don't think so either. And that's going to be an automatic 1st down. Roughing the punter. Roughing the punter. Nice punt, but it's going to be roughing the punter. That will give the Raiders a 1st down.
Well, we have another flag on the 40. Hang on to your shorts. We may have offsetting penalties here.
No.
Ouch.
That is going to bite if they are offsetting. The ball. They were at the 17-yard line. They're going to walk off. It looks like they're going to walk off 15 yards on the roughing the punter.
The result of that running into the kicker penalty is a Raider 1st down.
It's roughing the punter, Paul, not running into the kicker.
Do you remember last week when we had a Navarre punt and Vinny Villanova picked up a Catholic player and set him down?
Yeah.
I talked to a referee supervisor at halftime. Intentionally doing that? No, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
If you blocked. Oh no! Speaking
Andre
of blocking,
Spence running hard out over the 40, out to the 44.
Andre Spence running hard over the 40.
A gain of, let's see where they spot the ball.
First down.
They're going to move the ball out to the 44. That's going to be a gain of 12 for Spence and a Raider first down.
A timeout for a injured Indian. Appears to be a leg cramp. Jeremiah Clay, senior defensive back. We had a lot of cramping last week, Bill, in the Catholic game.
Lot of cramping going on.
Yeah, not you and I, but trying to get up and down the stairs.
Raider Jim Zancy, you guys ready to be introduced over there?
3:45 to go here in the third. 21-0. Choctaw Raiders pick up their fourth first down of the game, their first one since the first quarter. On a 12-yard, actually, they're going to give him 13 yards on the carry out to the 45. Andre Spence.
Andres ran equally hard. He has
59 yards on 14 carries.
Not as much success yardage-wise as the Choctaw running back, but it's really been just those two guys offensively for their teams.
The handoff to Spence off right tackle, right up the middle. Dives over the 50, down to the Choctaw 47-yard line. A gain of 8. That's 2nd and 2 coming up for Navarre.
Almost looked like the turf monster got him that time, Bill.
He's always falling forward. That's a good thing. Get that extra yardage.
Yes. The running back. I thought you were talking about the turf monster.
Actually going to give him 7 on that.
Need to complete one down the field to.
And there's a pass interference. That's going to give the Raiders another first down.
You got to at least make an effort to go downfield to keep the defense honest, or they'll start walking those linebackers and corners up and putting 9 in the box.
That's going to give the Raiders another first down.
Bill, I continue to say in lobby, high school needs to do a spot foul because it gives the advantage to the defense to make the interference. Don't you think?
I agree. First and 10 Raiders at the Choctaw 33-yard line, 2:56 on the clock. They hand off to Spence. He's going to not get back to line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a couple. Actually lose 1. Bring up 2nd and 11. Reese on the tackle. Alante. The Reese brothers, Amir and Alante. Alante is sophomore. Actually, they're both sophomores. Actually, yep, both sophomores.
What if they're twins?
Might be.
You and I could have been twins.
Yeah, a couple of years apart.
A lot of years apart.
2nd and 11 for the Raiders, and we have a timeout. Choctaw guys calls their first timeout of the first half.
Second half.
Thank you for the correction. No need to apologize. Let's kick it, Bob.
Let's kick it, man. Mosley all over Bay, 47-15. Destin on the road, third quarter, 21-20. E.G. Green.
Looking for the win on the road at Baker.
Yes, sir.
That's always a tough place to play.
Oh, man.
Coach Brunson back for his first year after heading up to Opp. He opted out of his contract, I guess. Went to Opp.
Niceville leading Escambia 35-14. Fourth quarter. Speaking of Opp, 34-7 over Northview. That would be Northview Chiefs, not Dothan Northview.
21-0.
Yeah.
Late pitch. And Trace and Trahan all over that one. They're going to lose yardage back to the 39. It's going to be a loss of 5. On the late pitch to Spence. 3rd and 15 for the Raiders.
Tackle was made by number 22, Grayson Trahan. 3rd down and 16 for the Raiders.
4 wide.
Trips on the near side, single to the far side. Helton in as your H-back. And they kind of read that little screenplay.
Middle screen.
Spence is going to get 2 yards on the reception.
I would imagine they would go for this. If the game was closer, you'd play field position. But when you're down 3 scores at the end, coming to the end of the 3rd quarter, you definitely have to go for it. Swinging gate. Choctaw's going to call timeout. We hadn't practiced that one, Coach.
Timeout Navarre.
Oh, what? Did they really?
Yeah.
Yep, they sure did.
So each team has used 1 timeout here in the second half.
Yep, 52 seconds. Just under 53. Score stream. Let's see if we can go into the Big Bend area. If it'll let me.
I can't do that anymore. Big Bends. Not with my knees.
Bill, I love you, brother.
Feeling is mutual, Robert. Raiders going to keep the offense on the field. It's 4th and 15 for the Raiders.
All right, we're going to try it to the left side. And this is where, before the game, you let the white hat know that we're running a special trick play. And he got pushed out of bounds. Oh, well designed there.
Completed pass. Goes from the 39 to down to the 30. They gained 9, so they're about 5 yards short.
My chip shots are always 5 yards short. Thomas County. Looks like they're going to hand Florida High a consecutive loss. Thomas County doubling up on Florida High, 56-28. Gadsden County up in Tennessee still hanging on to McCallie, 2015. Branford getting some separation, 28-14 over Weewah.
1st and 10 for the Indians from their 30-yard line after they stop the Raiders on 4th down. Raiders going to call their second timeout of the second half.
Lincoln went to Boot Hill. Not an exceedingly far trip. Defeats Madison County, the Cowboys, 29-7.
Impressive win for the Trojans.
Mariana leading Liberty County 28-0. Yes, I agree. That is a very impressive win. You go, well, they're a 1A, 2A school, rural school.
No, they're
baloney, spumoni. They may be, but
they beat a Class 7A team last week, and they're the rural school. So, if you know anything about their program, most people in these parts have heard of Madison County.
They intentionally schedule those, and majority of the time win. Morocco
still in a quarterback for the Indians. 1st and 10 from their 30. 47 ticks left here in the third. They're going to send Twins to the far side, single to the near side. Keller back in there in the running back slot. It's going to be a high snap. Keller with the nice big hole. He breaks one tackle, breaks another out over the 40 to the 42. A gain of 11. Actually give him 12, but an Indian first down. Gasca on the tackle. Easy.
Yeah, but you don't want him making a tackle 10 yards downfield. Your defensive tackle. Uh-oh, penalty flag. Just called an unsportsmanlike penalty on Navarre. Frustration setting in, Bill.
Yeah, that's going to be a 15-yarder against Navarre. Only their second penalty of the night. That's going to be first and 10. Indians at the Raider 43, down with 20 seconds and counting. Here in the third, 21-0 Choctaw on top.
Taylor County hangs on at home, beats Wakulla 27-20.
That is impressive. Another impressive win.
27-20. I think Joe was the only one that picked Taylor County.
They're vastly improved.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
going to be the last play of the third quarter. Your score at the end of 3. We'll take a break with them. 21-0 Choctaw over Navarre. And you're listening to Irish Bill, Seminole Bob, and Raider Riley on the camera tonight. We'll be back after this quick commercial break.
Sometimes all you need to change your life is a sign. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best.
Marty, you're dead weight!
Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus.
Let's go sports bar!
Back for fourth quarter action. Incompleted pass will bring up second down. Great coverage over here by Marquez White.
Rickard starts out, Bill, 2-0. They come back and beat Eastside 30-26. At home on the Blue Smurf turf.
Just underway here in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 10. Coming up for the Indians. It's going to be a handoff to Keller. Need to get him down. Another flag on the play. It's going to be a 9-yard run for Keller if it doesn't come back.
Either a face mask or an illegal block coming from the head linesman. No, yeah, a face mask.
So the 9-yard gain will stand. 15 yards tacked on.
Well, last week against Catholic, it was only a 5-yard. This must have been that's how we can tackle him.
First down. 15-yard penalty against the Raiders. 1st and 10. Choctaw. Ball at the 23-yard line. 22-yard line.
First and 10 for the Indians at the Raider 22. 11:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. 21-0 Choctaw on top. All their points in the first half, but they're down deep in Raider territory here in the fourth. What a fake.
Yes, sir.
Morocco's going to take it in untouched from 22 yards out. What
Wow.
a fake. He faked the handoff, pulled the defense in, took it back, and scores from 22 yards out. He's accounted for one passing and now one rushing touchdown. King in for the extra point. Kick is up. It is good. 28-0 Choctaw.
Has it ever happened, Bill Hamill? Okay.
I know what you're going to ask.
Back-to-back shutouts.
Has Navarre ever been shut out back-to-back games?
I say no.
2008.
Okay.
Week 6 and 7 against Fort Walton Beach and Choctaw. So that was the last time the only time that it's happened in 2008. I was prepared for you, Robert. That's why I printed out a new all of our game scores.
Yeah.
Coming in. This is my Bible.
Very impressive.
See if we can get an update on that Badger update. Oh, possible upset alert. Bennett, the number one team in the state, down 42-39, playing Miami Northwestern, coached by
I have no idea.
Former NFL quarterback for the Vikings, played at the University of Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy. That's right.
Had a horrific leg injury in practice for the Vikings. Badgers tack on a field goal, 10-7 Wisconsin. King with the kickoff, 28-0 Indians. High end over end kick that's going to come down at the goal line. And that's going to be an 18-yard return out to the 18 by Powers. The Raiders will take over right there. First and 10 at their 18 with 10:50 on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Army.
Yes.
Defeats Lehigh 42-7. Lehigh, the former home of former Raider wide receiver Gatlin Casey.
Before he went on and ended up playing one more year
Middle Tennessee
State for the Blue Raiders. First and 10 Raiders from their 18. The handoff to Spence across the 20, out to the 23, a gain of 5.
Oklahoma does not cover the spread. They beat Temple 51-3. Spread was 51.
Oh.
Duke beats Elon 26-3.
Where is Elon? Is that in North Carolina?
North Carolina, sure is.
They're going to give him 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Delayed handoff to Spence. He's going to get out to about the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. 66 yards on the night, 66 tough yards for Andre Spence tonight. Raiders trying to get on the board for the first time here in 2024. Roman Marshall still in at quarterback. Ankle has healed up. Oh, to be young again. Third and 4 for the Raiders from their 25.
Hit him in the wrong place.
Had a receiver behind the defenders.
Trying to run before he gets the ball. That's very unusual, running a right-handed quarterback to his left and having the quarterback throw the ball going left. It's hard to square and plant.
I'll bring out Jacob Bishop.
Raiders are having trouble getting 11 on the field.
And that's one thing that just drives a coach crazy, doesn't it, Bob?
Absolutely. Some of you may only have one job.
High punt, not going very far. It's going to take a Raider bounce out of bounds in front of the Raider bench.
Punt across the 50-yard line to Choctaw territory at the
23-yard punt.
May have short-legged it a little bit, thinking he was going to get hit again.
.908 to go here in the ball game. Indians come out. 28-point lead. Thanks, Larry, for the kind words. Morocco back to pass. He's got a receiver downfield, completed, and for a big green touchdown. 55 yards. To Aaron Roll. 55-yard pass play. Second touchdown pass on the night for Morocco. At the 8:57 mark.
That certainly surprised Navarre.
Good. They're making score 35-0, 8:53 left in the ball game.
And here goes the old running clock as it is ensued with a 35-point lead. We're going to keep that clock running.
Yep.
8:25. And for those that, even if Navarre were to score, the clock would still continue to run.
Yep.
Because at any point a 35-point lead is obtained in the state of Florida, the clock will continue to run in the second half.
Can't thank y'all enough, everybody that has tuned in, Raider fans and Indian fans. Thank you for finding us. I don't know how you found us. Choctaw fans, perhaps it was Facebook, perhaps it was YouTube, perhaps you knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody that knew we were broadcasting. We certainly appreciate it. And patronize our sponsors. Without them,
Buffalo Wild Wings,
yep.
Culver's of Navarre, University Lending Group, Express, Navarre Fitness.
Raider Quarterback Club.
Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. Marquez White on the return. Going to get to the outside. Going to get knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to be in Indian territory. Kick was back to the 5. And it's going to be a return.
That was Jaden Jones, freshman. The great run out past midfield. First and 10 Raiders.
Let's see where they're going to spot the ball, Bob. Either way, is a nice return by Marquez White.
Yeah, got a Choctaw Indian down on the Raider bench. Mario Alloway, a junior linebacker on special teams.
They spot the ball right at the 50-yard line, a 45-yard return for White.
It's the old cramp monster. So we have a mandatory water break, and it does stop.
At 6:04.
Water break on the field.
35-0 Choctaw on top. Choctaw not letting up here, as they shouldn't.
So the Raiders will head into week 3.
They'll have their open week next week, right, Bob?
That's correct.
Then September 12th, they'll be back in action, a Thursday night game from Panama City over at Tommy Oliver Stadium. And we've already been approved to do that game, so you and I will be hitting the road.
Civil War hero from the Panama City area.
It's going to be Marshall on the keeper. He's going to have a nice gain of about 7 yards, and there's a late flag in the backfield.
Penalty flag on the play. Personal foul against the Raiders.
That's 3 of them here in the second half, and I know Coach Bagley is not going to be very pleased.
No, I mean, they got momentum here. And that was way behind the play. Just, frustration. You got to play as hard as you did this play as you did the first play. Keep your composure. Always represent the Raiders.
First and 20 from the 41. Marshall on the keeper. Unless that's.
Marshall on the carry back to about the 50-yard line.
It's most of the penalty bag.
He's going to get 10 yards on the carry. He'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I was surprised Choctaw threw that long pass. Were you, Bill?
I was a little bit too. But this young man hasn't thrown a lot of passes. He's the backup. He was a QB2, starting in for the injured Taman Zabekis. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. It's going to be Marshall on the keeper, but he's going to get tackled in the end zone.
Now, see, that should be a penalty too.
It is.
It is.
And it's about time that the official.
There's another one.
A couple more. It's
standing
about
over
time.
A player.
You should not be standing over a player after you make a tackle.
They watch too much TV, and those pros get away with it where you step over the player and you make. Jimmy Ray Stevens, what was his famous line? Pretend like you've been there before.
Former Fort Walton Beach head coach, state champion.
Yep. Retired now from the Walton County school system.
Also against the Choctaw Indians.
So Beats bring up 3rd and 10.
End up being 3rd down and 11.
So those all for naught, one
All
each
seven?
way. Clock down to 3:23, which means I'll be able to catch the second half of the Badger football game with my lovely bride, the producer. (2008) was the last time that Navarre had been in shutout in back-to-back games. (33-0).
Both involving
33-0 to Fort Walton Beach, and 55-0 Choctaw.
tight end.
Crowder. First pass caught by someone not named Andre Spence. Gain of 7 to Crowder, his first catch on the year. Gain of 6.
I like that play. Block and release.
Let's call it 4th and 4 for the Raiders at the Choctaw. Let's call it the 43-yard line. White Sox down again. They are 4 and 35 since the All-Star break.
I'm sorry?
The White Sox are 4 and 35 since the All-Star break.
4 wins. Yankees won tonight over the Cardinals.
Who cares about the Yankees?
6-3. Marcus Stroman gets the win. Austin Wells, a rookie catcher, hits 2 home runs.
They stopped the clock.
There was an injured Indian on the far sideline, and he was like right on the sideline. And the coaches and doctors were not moving him. Now he's going to the bench area. So he would have been potentially in the field of play. Kids always come first.
4th and 4 for the Raiders as they wind the clock.
Good block. First down.
First down for the Raiders. They need to get up because they
did it again.
Yeah.
He did it again. Ladies
That's
and
going to
gentlemen.
be a gain of 6 for Spence and a Raider first down.
Why? Isaiah Bush, a junior defensive end. I'm sorry when I call your name. The player is down and you're stepping over him. What is that? What is that proving? Come on. And I'd call out a Raider if they did it.
It's going to be a gain of 7 for Spence.
I'd call a timeout here.
21 carries on the night for 79 yards. 3 receptions for 21 yards for Andre Spence.
You got a guy cramping down there. You got to kill the clock. Thank you.
33.3 seconds to go. Hope you all have enjoyed the broadcast tonight on this beautiful Friday night in the Panhandle of Florida as summer winds down here in the 850. Football season is into full effect.
We're in week 1, Bill, not week 0, officially.
Week 2, high school.
That's right.
Week 1, college. Jackson's stepdad says you get minus 10 cool points for talking about the Yankees.
What's that?
You get minus 10 cool points for talking about the Yankees as much as you do.
Well, try to.
It's going to be a gain of 12.
With
Give him 13.
your final score.
Okay, that's your final score on tonight. Choctaw 35, the Raiders nothing. We'll be off next Friday night, and so will the Raiders. And enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Raiders will be back in action on September 12th. You'll be able to watch all the live action as Bob and I will head over to Panama City for the Mosley game. A Thursday night, 7 o'clock kickoff. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll be back to break down this game and do our final post-game show. Irish Bill, 7 of Bob, Raider Riley, thank you very much. And have a great weekend, Riley. And we'll be back at Bennett C. Russell Stadium after this commercial break.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. A buying, building, or refinancing a dream home is in your future. You need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes, Stacy Wright, and Sheila Billingham are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or refinancing experiences smooth. So University Lending at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call us at 850-396-0322.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
The Hustle isn't named after anyone, not after a designer, definitely not after a mythological god. It's not about stripes or ranking or status. The Hustle is real. The Hustle is about you. So keep in mind when you're repping and rocking Hustle Hard USA streetwear, you can tell all the onlookers that this mark, this brand represents your hustle, your grind. You put in that time, that sweat, that pain. Now it's up to you to show them all what you got. Win or lose, the hustle is real. Go to www.hustlehardusa.com, and I can guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, are making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
People of America, it's the all-new Sonic Smasher.
Subway did what?
Your final score here at Bennett C. Russell Stadium, Choctaw 35, Navarre nothing. Let's go on and let's go ahead and get our players of our Ian Lockwood player of the game. I think we're unanimous on Mr. Keller as our Ian Lockwood player of the game. The Ian Lockwood player of the game is named after for our MVP of the game. Ian Lockwood fought a courageous battle with a brain tumor, passed away in 2011, his senior year in high school. And so for that, we name our MVP of the game, the Ian Lockwood player of the game. And that goes to Vaughn Keller from Choctaw. Our offensive player of the game from Navarre on the night, Andre Spence. 22 carries, 92 yards, 3 receptions, 21 yards. For the senior running back from Navarre, he is our offensive player of the game. Our defensive player of the game is named after a Navarre alum who passed away within the last couple of years. Actually, last year, Will Sutter. So our Will Sutter defensive player of the game goes to the front seven of Choctaw as they kept Navarre pretty much in check all night long. Our special teams player of the game goes to Choctaw as well, Sam King, 5 for 5 on extra points. And he kicked them deep on those kickoffs, too. put the Raiders inside their 10 every single time, Bob.
Most certainly. And those directional kicks, too.
But once again, we'd like to thank each and every one of you out there in our viewing audience for tuning in tonight on IrishBillSports.com and Irish Bill Sports Live on YouTube. Looking at our numbers, we had over 1,300 views, close to 1,300 views on the night. And we thank you for tuning in and catching tonight's game. Was hoping for a little bit more competitive of a game tonight, but you gotta play the cards that you're dealt, Bob, and you got a week off to prepare before you go on the road to Panama City to take on a very tough Mosley Dolphin team.
Yeah, most certainly. And the good thing about YouTube is Choctaw fans and Navarre fans, you can go back and watch the game.
Most definitely. That's the best part about it. I mean, and I'm not taking them down, so you can go back and watch it as many times as you want, as long as you want.
Just, keep a thought to our sponsors, commercials that you heard during the game, especially Buffalo Wild Wings, Culver's. They have a nice Culver's owned by the same family that owns Culver's, the Smiths.
Just down the road from Choctaw High School.
Right, sure it is.
Off a racetrack. Take a ride off a racetrack down on your left.
And Express Employment, Navarre Quarterback Club.
My good friends at Navarre Fitness coming aboard this year. My good friend Roger Casanova out in Texas, his USA Design business. Go out and check his site. He does some pretty cool projects out there. They're coming aboard for the first time this year. Buffalo Wild Wings, our Wednesday night show, 8 o'clock coaches show every week. Last week we had 4 Navarre Raider players. All did a great job on their interviews. Mm-hmm. Tuesday nights we're at Culver's, 8 o'clock, same time. And we're vying to broadcast from every square inch of Culver's as we're moved out of the main briefing room out into the lobby. As the weather cools down, I think we're going to do one outside.
On the porch?
On the porch. So
there you go.
Want to thank everybody, all our sponsors, all our viewers. Yes, we're hoping for better results, but unfortunately those are not ready to be obtained as of yet. So, but the Raiders going to keep on fighting because it's always, remember, Bob, it's always greater to be a Raider.
Most certainly. And I saw some improvement, I think, from game one. They tried a few things, went with a big offensive line, really became one-dimensional. I like the idea of throwing to that tight end. They're just not there for blocking. And we've been so blessed to have great tight ends for Navarre. So, if you're a Choctaw Indian, you're celebrating. Well, you should. You got a good team. Navarre Raiders, we'll get there. Some say, oh, well, it's coaching. Well, unfortunately,
the coaches don't play.
That's right. Unfortunately, coaches don't play. Our good friend Jay Walls lost his first game, I think, at Bainbridge. So, it's the players, and then it's the players, and then it's the players. So these are 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old men, and so we'll give them a little grace. Navarre lost their first 2 games last year, Bill.
They did. Went on and won 7 in a row. Not saying that's going to happen, but the ship has not sunk.
No, and I sincerely say this. I saw improvement.
I did as well.
Yeah, and
we'll get Josh Wilson back out there, a healthy Josh Wilson for the Mosley game. So we'll be back pretty much to full strength. Keegan Gilbert will still be out, I think, for a couple more weeks. But enjoy your first weekend full of college football.
OMG.
Just think about this. We have football until February.
We do.
High school, college, and pro football until February. So the next 5 months, it's football.
Now, just because we have a bye next week, we're still going to be at Buffalo Wild Wings.
We will. Wednesday night,
and Culver's on Tuesday. Join us. We'll talk about tonight's game, let you know who won the picks, and preview other games, in the area, because Navarre is not the only one. Choctaw's not the only one. We've got some great teams in the area that we follow, and so it's exciting.
Most definitely.
Congratulations to the Indians.
On behalf of Raider Riley and Seminole Bob, this is Irish Bill. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Be safe. Be respectful of others. And until Tuesday night, from Culver's in Navarre, this is Irish Bill signing off.
Good night, Navarre.